So, uh, first thing I want to note, the title is a little bit clickbait. First, you notice we win in a hackathon. We didn't win the hackathon, but we did it twice, so that's cool. Sorry, lost focus. So what you will hear today, first I will talk about our team. What was our team that we attended the hackathon we attended to, how to win a challenge or how to win the event. Those are two different options you can do when you go to the hackathon. Specifically this one. I'm not sure about other hackathons, haven't really attended others. There might be some differences. I will talk about this year challenges and winners, our submission this and last year, and what are the possible next steps. So our team, that's me, Jurģis. I'm a lead front-end developer. I have 10 plus years experience. Current workplace is Ubiquity, and as always, we are hiring. The second one is Emils. He's a full stack developer. Also more than 10-year experience, and current workspace is Rollstack. If you have any questions, he's in the audience as well. And we had Christianis. He's a principal product designer, more than 10 years experience as well. Current workplace Mapan. So first thing you notice most likely is we cover all the necessary areas of a product. It's front end, full stack, and a design. Most likely if you went 3 front ends to a hackathon, you might like some experience in other areas, so it might be a bit harder to make product. So if you are going to a hackathon, make sure to make a team that consists of all the areas. Another note is we worked together for a few years. We know each other real well, and like we went there as a team even before we started the hackathon. About hackathon itself, we went to Junction. It happens in Helsinki. They started in 2015. Currently, they position themselves as one of the largest in Europe. For the last 2 years, there were more than 1,000 participants, close to 1,500, I think. This year there were more than 250 projects submitted. Attendees were from 50 countries and 80 nationalities. That's how it looks there. So very crowded. And it's dark. You don't get any sunlight in. So we'll get there. The format of the skip the slide. Format of the hackathon. You come in at 4. So they advertise as a 48-hour hackathon. It starts on Friday at 4 p.m. You go in. First thing you see is there are about 10 companies that offer a problem that you need to solve. Each team pick a challenge that you are going to work on, and you need to submit your decision before 12 p.m. So those first 6 or 8 hours, mostly you spend going from company to company, talking with them, getting idea of what is their problem that you need to solve, which I will talk about in the next slides, figuring out and locking in, and then you start working. The final submission is on 10 a.m. on Sunday, and there's voting, closing ceremony, and venue closes on 6 p.m. on Sunday. So those are those 48 hours, but if you count in sleep, you count in eating, some side quests, what else there, like just going around and talking with those companies, etc. I would say the actual work happens only on Saturday, and altogether it's only like 20 hours. It's not 48 hours straight, just coding. The prices, here is what's unique about this hackathon, not sure about others. There's main price, and where winner is decided by voting from all the other participants. So that's 20,000 prize pool split between first 5 places. Last year it was first place takes it all. So this year it was actually much nicer. And then there are the challenges, so 10 companies, each have their own challenge, and they decide the winner. So one way to win is going for the main prize. So you work on whichever challenge you want, and you get put in the bucket with all the other 250 teams, and all other 1,000 participants are voting for the best project. It's getting really complicated. Well, in challenges, so let's say there are those 10 challenges, 250 teams, split them evenly, so now you're competing only against 25 teams. So that's much nicer, and the voting as well, it's the company that came up with the challenge is deciding the winner. So you don't need to please 1,000 people, you need to please only those 5. So that's what we are doing. We are not winning the event, we are heading for the challenge. Yeah, so the voting in main event, you have the main prize, and you have all these people voting for it, and it's hard. So how to do that, how to win the event? Basically, you need to make something either complicated, funny, eye-pleasing, or a lot to get the attention of all those 1,000 people, as they are most likely other developers, designers, product owners, etc. So you need to make something that they might appreciate. And that's hard from our point of view. Voting in challenges, as mentioned, you have each challenge, and you need to please only like 5 people. That's much easier. And yeah, how to win the challenge. You clearly identify the issue, make sure you understand the problem. You go over to the challenge owners, confirm, demo frequently. As you can see here, that's our designer pitching our idea to the product owners. They are there all 48 hours. And yeah, they are there. And even before the submission, you can go and pitch and talk with them. And that's much easier to get the popular vote. And yeah, profit. Now I will go through all the 2024 challenges we had this year. Yeah, and here you will start seeing who won the challenge and who won the event, and you will see those differences as well. So the first challenge was Sustainable Space Data by Aalto University. Their prize was €1,000 for the winning team. The problem they offered was there are a lot of satellite data, and like, for example, weather satellites, but they use those images only to predict weather, while there might be a lot of other information as well. So that's one example, and you need to find ways to grab that information and find other ways to use that data. The challenge winners was TerraLens. They made a product that compares those images date by date and basically can predict vegetation, if it's well or it's degrading, and etc. It's an interesting product. I fulfilled the challenge problems, but they didn't make the top 5. They didn't even make the top 10. And most of the challenge winners didn't even qualify for the top 10. So you solved the problem, but popular vote does the job. Next one was a fun one. It's by Huawei. They asked to create a creative 3D UI app using their framework and 3D editor. One of the requirements was a Windows laptop. We didn't have them. We all use MacBooks in our team, so we skipped this problem straight away. The winner made a time blocks project that's 3D calendar app. Not much else to say about this one, but they got 4,000 euros for that, so good for them. This is a cool one by Payco, enhancing construction experience. Challenge winner is a Goblin barrel. The problem they have is they are a concrete and composite structure company that concentrates on the structure of the building itself. And there are a lot of IFC files. Now, in the IFC files, there's a lot of information, but they care only about the construction itself. So this team made the app that you upload the IFC file, and it will strip out all the walls, windows, and all the unnecessary information, just leaving the construction itself. And yeah, they won the challenge, and still they didn't make the top 5 or even top 10. None of the teams that did this challenge got in the top 10. This one as well. Let's make Finland the world leader of digital democracy. Yeah, the challenge was making something that not sure how to say it, but basically for digital democracy. Get people more involved and more to get them participating in all the problems that happen in the country, for example. The winner made a Chrome extension that scans whatever you are browsing on the web and tells you if it's important topic currently and if you can take an action. For example, if you would be reading, I don't know, Delphi, and they talked about winter tires, and they would probably prompt you, hey, take an action, there's a Monoballs initiative. That's the idea behind this product. Yeah, and none of the teams got in the top 10 as well. This one was a fun problem. They had an issue with feature requests and following up what they are releasing and why, when and why. This company, they are like Latvian Ergo, but in Finland. And they have other companies following their APIs. For example, in Latvia, we have TET, Electrum, etc. So they have those companies in Finland. And they would have some feature requests, they would have API changes, and other companies can't follow up those issues. And how they are doing that at the moment, they were using a Word document that they would send between email threads. And one of the issues was if someone comments on one of the sheets, you need to send the document to all the thread participants. Our idea was actually just to make them either use Google Sheets, because that's already online, or hook it up like Jira with Zapier or something similar. And yeah, the challenge winner aligned. They basically made that product. And here we can see the first top 5. This product made the top 5. It's pretty. And I think they got that far as well because it's what they did. It's a lot. They had really finished and polished product, and there are actually questions how they got that far within those 20 hours. But yeah, basically they made a ticketing product, which is cool, but nothing new. This one is BIM for any building by anyone. their problem is that whenever there's, they are, if I understood correctly, they are selling elevators. And yeah, if they have a salesperson going in the building and they need to figure out where to put those elevators, and it needs to be easy, it needs to be three-dimensional, and anyone should be able to do it. The challenge winner, People Flow Printer, made what the challenge asked to. That's this one. You just upload a product, upload a two-dimensional building blueprint, and it will create a realistic 3D project, and then you can put elevators where you need and have like a demo in while you are in the building. And from this challenge, actually, 2 teams got the 4th and 3rd place. That's Epic Electronic Escalator. That's this one. It's a cool project, I think. What they did, you click on any building on the map. It already has all the necessary information to transform it into the two-dimensional space. And then you can add elevators in 3 dimensions as well. So they will transform that two-dimensional into 3-dimensional as well. And same as previous one, you can put elevators wherever you want. And the 3rd place was QuickBeam. That's this one. I think that's one of my favorite products. As you can draw, as seen in the picture, contour of the building wherever you want. Take a picture with your phone, and it will make it 3-dimensional as well. Yeah, you can already see some pattern here. Still the challenge winner solved the problem, and 2 others not entirely solved the problem, and they made a pretty product, so they are 4th and 3rd place by popular vote. This challenge was a tough one. It's a zero waste factory by HK Food, and yeah, their problem is they are a food producing factory, and yeah, it's a lot of things happening from start to beginning, and like if you do steaks, for example, they need to weigh exactly like 400 grams. There can't be any mistakes. Either company is losing money or you don't want to buy underweight steak. So there are a lot of steps, and they need to improve communication between those steps. And as much as we talked with the challenge owners, we couldn't understand if they knew what they want or what's even possible to put in the factory. Like the zero food waste, that's a winner of this one. They made proof of concept, like that product would be a big screen, as I understood, even with touch screens that you can easily press, okay, I have a problem with some steaks are underweight, for example, and they need to be sent back. But from our understanding, like they have all this protective gear, they can't be touching any screens. If you go in the building and have your protective gear, you work in your station, and that's the idea. So I'm not sure why they chose the challenge winner as that product, while actually in the top 5, well, actually the top 5, the 2nd place got this product. That's really cool one. So those are from Raspberry Pi, the starter kit to motion sensors, and they made products that you can do with gestures. Different gestures would mean different things, and like get help, etc. And you can do that in all your protective gear as well. So that product actually makes sense, and yeah, that's a complicated product and cool, and makes sense that it got in the top 5, and in this case, 2nd place. Yeah, and this one is modernizing €1 trillion inventory. The problem is collecting all the information about inventory in buildings, like conditioners and whatnot, and yeah, all the products actually, not the products, all the teams, I would say, made the same product, that you take a picture, it scans what the equipment is, saves your location, and that's it. Yeah, we actually had the same idea. And we started Googling, and we even found some videos on YouTube in tutorial how to make an Android app that just did just that. And yeah, the event winner was from this challenge as well. I don't think we are going to watch the video. We can show it later on. But I would say that's one of the reasons I won. That guy was a solo act. He did everything by himself. So that's a possibility as well. If you don't have any friends or colleagues, you can go on your own and win the event. So he made the same product, just scan, save your location, but there are some gamifications in there as well, and it's a cool video, and from my point of view, that's one of the reasons why he won the event. Yeah, and the last one, it's a redefined work well-being by Ava. That's what we worked on. None of the teams doing this challenge made the top 5 or top 10 as well, but we won the challenge. The issue was, and is, the work well-being at work, and this was a tough one because of their description, how they presented the challenge to all the teams. Basically, in the description, they said, make an app like Tinder, where you say what you like at work, and we will match you with companies that offer that. And this is important to go and talk with the problem owners. As it turned out, that's not what they wanted. And most of the teams in this challenge actually made the Tinder app. While we talked with them, and we made an application that might be used on an internal tool within the company. So let's say your CEO does a survey how he thinks the well-being in the company is. Then all the employees do the same survey, and it shows how it actually is. As well as we did find some information, and we did calculations based on that, so we could show how much money he might lose because some of the employees are burnt or might leave the company soon, as that all are costs. You will need to train new people and so on. And yeah, they really liked our idea, as we did exactly what they wanted, turned out. And yeah, and a product like this, they could actually use to, like, they can give someone, a company, do the survey, and afterwards they can sell their product, which turns out is improving well-being at work. So they really didn't care about finding companies which are already good. They need to find companies which are not that good and improve. So that's how they make money. So we can get back here, how to win the challenge, identify the issue, confirm with challenge owners. As you could see in previous slides, most of the company products, the winners solved the problem, and the top 5, partially they did, but some of them looked cool, some of them were eye-pleasing. One of the winner had a gamification in. So it's your call which you want to tackle. Yeah, last year experience, we had an additional friend with us. He was from Helsinki. We won the QA challenge. Last year challenge that we won was, the problem is there are a lot of kids on their phones, so we needed to find a way to make those kids move a lot more. So we made an application that combines basically TikTok with BeReal and some other apps. And yeah, let's say you have a, yeah, that's how it looked. There are some dance videos, and you would record you yourself doing the same dance. We would analyze that video, match your movements with the original, and give you a score. And I think one of the reasons we won last year, we did the same. We demoed frequently, and we got really lucky because at one point, one of the problem owners had his kid with him, and he was like 12 years old, and he really liked our app. So yeah, that's how you win the challenge, I would say. Yeah, we can have a look on the videos afterwards if you want. Yeah, what comes after? From my experience, after 2 years, I didn't get fame, a lot of money, or I didn't build a real startup. I definitely got courage to explore more ideas. At the same time, the application we made last year, our friend from Helsinki, he pursued that idea. We did as well for a month about. Then we realized that's videos, that's expensive, and that's not what we really want to do at that point of time. But he made a startup. I'm not sure if he made any money yet. And now he's doing second iteration, and they're launching, I think, end of January, if I'm correct. But yeah, they moved away from the original idea as well, and they are more, the app itself is called Dancecovery, and the idea is to discover dance lesson, etc. And what about us? Yeah, our product, we are still in touch with the problem owners. They are interested in the product we made, so maybe we will continue working on it, and maybe eventually we can sell it to them or work with them. Yeah, that's the idea. So that's possible as well. One more. So yeah, overall experience, this is us winning this year. I would definitely suggest going there or any other big hackathon. It's not just winning. The experience you gain is a lot as well of what's possible in those 20 hours. All the people you might meet, and it makes you as well like think a bit different. It's not your usual 8-hour workday or 6, and there's now a PM that gives you tasks you need or ideas. You just sit down with your team and you need to figure everything out in those 20 hours. Yeah, I think that's everything from me at the moment. Any questions? Yeah, we can have a quick look on the breakdance video too.
Check it, breakdance tech. Non-tech users come correct. Submit that damage on the spot. Quick and easy, that's what you've got. Property issues, don't you worry. We're here to help, no need to hurry.
Breakdance is a technology that simplifies and gamifies property inventory reporting. This to build a thorough overview of the entire building's equipment. This is done through a friendly user interface that can be used by anyone, from a non-technical tenant to a service tech. Breakdance uses only web technologies and can be white-labeled, rebranded, and easily deployed for use by Granlund, Kone, or third parties.
Digital power in your hand, understandable for every man. Sapper picks submit with ease, quick advantage, just a breeze. Real-time updates, get it clear. Solutions fast, never fear.
Breakdance is built upon CAD software, machine vision, and large language models. The site plan DWG file is routed through a scripted server version of QCAD to produce an SVG version of the drawing. This in order for the drawing to be dynamically shown in the web app. The latitude and longitude for each corner of the building is put in, and the positional data from the phone's GPS sensor is mapped onto the generated SVG. Information for the report is gathered using a machine vision feedback loop. The user is asked to make an initial photo. If any details are missing, such as a serial number, damage, or otherwise, the user is then suggested what to photograph next, until a complete report is built. The resulting report is a structured JSON file written by a large language model, which in turn can easily be inserted into a database or a back office admin panel. That's Breakdance. Scan the QR code and help us inventory the whole cable factory building.
All about the team. Wear that crown.
Did he demo that as well? Or actually
No, that's his pitch.
looks sketchy, like it's not real.
No, it was real, and like most of the products were real. I can quickly show our last year product.
But for one person to do all of this and the video and everything, game this, man.
The couch potato generation is here. TikTok's primary audience, 10 to 19 years old, showcases unique behavioral patterns, emphasizing the platform's tailored engagement for younger users, influencing social dynamics. Snapchat's third largest audience in the 10-19 age group highlights its popularity and effectiveness in engaging a youthful demographic. Our target audience, age 6 to 19, reflects a focus on engaging a youthful demographic. This age group demonstrates a preference for short online content, emphasizing the trend towards quick and visually appealing media consumption. 95% have access to smartphones, and their enjoyment of playing and competing with friends adds a social and interactive dimension to their digital experiences. Our solution makes staying active a daily necessity. Just grab your phone. It's an easy way to stay social and improve your health by getting off the couch. Vitally is a social media platform. It shapes user engagement with physical activities through daily challenges and movement replication, earning scores for precision. The activities are endless: dance, exercise, try yoga. Access friends' content only after completing the daily challenge, nurturing a community and friendly competition. With leaderboards tracking success, Vitally motivates continuous improvement, fostering a unique and engaging environment for users to compete, socialize, and stay active. AI tracks and extracts movement from videos, compares and analyzes the data. The result is represented visually, and a corresponding score is assigned based on the accuracy of the movement. The analysis ensures a comprehensive evaluation, providing a quantitative measure of the executed movement. To sum it all up, this isn't just an idea, it's a fully functional product. Experience it for yourself. Vitally challenges you to give it a try. Let's get healthy together.
Yeah, so we did this one, a full application last year in those 20-ish hours as well.
What would you say, like the actual application or the presentation, like which matters how much?
Depends. Like we heard last year a lot of comments actually that what were the words? So the challenge winners were basically a Figma mock-up presentation. That's what they thought, while it was actually working mobile application. So you need to find balance.
So how did you guys pick the challenges that you want to go for?
Well, this year was actually especially hard. We were like, there was this 3D one, there were IFC ones, Beam ones that we don't have much experience with, and it was, yeah, as we are web technology based team, we chose this one because it made most sense. As the other ones were left was, I think, the satellite data one, and it just, at that point it didn't feel interesting for us. And the FinGrid one that asked to make a ticketing thingy, so we didn't want to make another Jira. Yeah, please give me some more questions. I have prices for questions as well. I have one prize. Bought to you by Ubiquity. So best question will win. Yeah.
Does your app recognizes the disabled persons as well, or do they give a less percentage of votes?
Sorry. Yeah.
Like you said, the AI, your app recognizes the people's as stickmen, right?
Yeah.
So if the person is disabled, no.
We didn't get that far.
Okay.
But that's a good question.
What made you participate in the hackathon in the first place? What motivated you? What was the...
The first year, Emil asked me, and it sounded like a good idea.
Okay. So what was the reason?
Yeah, what was the reason why we went to the hackathon?
The motivation.
Yeah.
I was always wanted to go to a hackathon, to outside the companies. I have participated a few in the companies, but I always wanted to go outside. I went to one that happened in the year 23 in Riga in June. There I met that guy from Helsinki. Yeah, we didn't make any far, and then I thought that I will just assemble my own team with the guys I know, and yeah, we're just going for it, and it went well.
Yeah, and
the
this,
experience, as Jurģis mentioned, the experience and all that was much more useful than actually winning any prize.
yeah, and this year we definitely went to prove ourselves that last year wasn't just luck, and we can do it twice, and we'll see it next year.
I think recently in Latvia, all the hackathons are slowly starting to gravitate to more of a glorified presentation contest rather than actually building something. This looks really fun. What could we do here to improve that? To maybe kind of go back to roots and actually build something?
I would say one of the things is the format itself. When you don't pick just one winner, but you have the event winner, and then you have challenges as well. So you need to pitch a working idea to the problem owners. So you can't get through with just a presentation in most cases there as well.
So actual businesses who care about the results.
Yep. You need to talk with businesses to get them to sponsor those hackathons and have problems to solve.
Yeah, the question is, where do you find hackathons? Because I wanted to participate in it, but I didn't find anything not connected with AI. Now everything.
I actually had a look around a while ago as well. It's what other hackathons we could attend to, and most of them are AI related. That's just trendy at the moment. I would say wait a few more months or a year. And I'm pretty sure Junction next November will have the same format. And yeah, I think it's important to note registration opens somewhere in summer, and they have few month review process of who is going or no. So get ready for this summer.
What's the name of this?
Junction.
Yeah.
Up. Look away. It's good.
I have a question. So I wanted to ask, can you share some inspirational story from the hackathon? Maybe not regarding your team, but if someone created something that went to public, I don't know, not public, but created a self-sustained company from that idea, which were initiated in the hackathon.
I don't know any that kind of companies.
Okay.
We might know one. That's the guy from last year that pursuing our idea. He might evolve that idea to an actual product. He's running a company at the moment. A notable story definitely is last year winner. So there was a company that develops glasses that tracks eye movement, and they gave all the teams participating in the challenge those glasses and told whatever you can make. And the winning team made product that when you're driving, they will figure out how tired you are and are you focusing on the road with just glasses. And I think that's really cool product, and I'm pretty sure they will make it happen as well.
Thank you. For the move and acquisition app, are you allowed to use external libraries, and if you are allowed to use them, how heavily did you use them?
On the front end, we used well, you are allowed. That's first, and yeah, on the front end we used just React Native, and on the back end, I don't think we used anything too complicated, Emils. And it was. How did we make the statement? Tell us.
Yeah, we used a library from MediaPipe. It was a Python library with OpenCV, and yeah, we just analyzed the video, found there were also some libraries for when you can identify people with the joints and all that. They had different models, so we tried multiple out of them, and I think the complex part maybe was just how we create the score, figuring it out and make it's okay for a lot of cases, but yeah, it wasn't complex in that manner. And the requirements are pretty much that you are not allowed to work on this project before Friday 4 p.m. And that's pretty much the only requirement, and you can use whatever you can.
Yeah, you actually don't get. You get a brief description before that 4 p.m. on Friday, and when the hackathon starts, then you actually get detailed instructions of the hackathon.
So you even can hire a team from India, right?
Yeah.
Just put it stand by.
Yeah, that's actually one way as well. You can go on your own, and there, for first few hours, you can meet other people that went on their own and make a team on the spot as well with people you don't know. And I know a lot of people did just that, so that's another way to make friends and possible colleagues in the future.
Besides coding, like the actual project, what would be the next most important thing to sync your time in while you're at the hackathon?
Talk with the problem owners. I would say that's the second important thing is. Emil, any other?
Yeah, and like if you want to win the main prize, then probably get something working as fast as possible, and then just walk around and try to like switch with ideas, even if you have something or something that's quickly like doable again. Like on the second day, just walk around, ask what other guys are doing, and showcase yours. So you get like more noise on your project if it's something that catches the eye.
Yeah, that's example actually from last year. There were similar products to our application, but more web-based. And for example, there's a webcam, and you need to catch things falling, for example. So there will be teams setting up their screen at the end of the table, and yeah, everyone who walks by can try the application. So that was cool as well. And that's important if you want to win a popular vote.
One last question, and then I think we'll wrap up.
Okay. So maybe you know about the game jams. It's kind of like hackathons, but we just make games. And I started one maybe 2 years ago. And it's more like you don't really earn money for it, but have fun and make teams. I had my own team here, and we done it in Germany. Hackathon kind of seems like you also have 2 days. You have to make a product, but it seems more serious. Is there any price you have to pay, or you have to show that you're able to do this project, or you are able to, you're eligible for it, or is it just this
Yeah, no, it's all free and.
You don't register for it, or
Sorry?
you do register for it?
Yes, yeah, as I mentioned, so registration starts somewhere in summer, and there's a few month-long process where they pick who is going or no.
How are they picked? How
Hmm?
are they picked?
No idea.
Okay.
There's a form you need to fill out,
I see.
and yeah, somehow they picked us, luckily. And yeah, but I know for a fact there are a lot of people going just for fun as well. That's just experience and making something that you don't do in your day-to-day
Also
work.
food. They gave us like per person members.
Yeah, we got food as well. It wasn't the best this year. Last year was way better. But food as well.
So last question over there.
What would you suggest to aspiring participants? Like, what kind of preparation work should you do? For example, I remember I participated in one hackathon, and then I realized that I wasted a lot of time setting up some stuff. So if I had prepared before how to quickly make, I don't know, a front-end template, so that I don't waste the time during those critical hours, what kind of preparations would you suggest?
Yeah, we didn't really do any preparations. We didn't know, for example, if we are going to do mobile app again or we are doing a web-based. I would say one of the preparations is getting your team before the hackathon and getting your roles set. So, for example, as we went in the hackathon, I can start working on the front end right away. Emil's setting up back end, and we have our designer walking around talking with problem owners and figuring out which problem we are going to work on. So it's getting your roles straight. It's really important, I'd say.
Let's give another round of applause to Jurģis. Yeah, hope to see all of you in Junction this fall, right?
Who won the
do
prize?
this now? Yeah.
Who won the prize?
I'll ask Edgar to help.
I think the last question wins it.
Cool.
Cool.
Thank you. It's an honor.
Let's take a 10-minute break, stretch our legs, grab some beer, and then we'll be back for the second presentation.